In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 13, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Marquette versus Butler. Marquette and Butler are set to clash at Hinkle Fieldhouse in what promises to be an exciting Big East matchup on a Tuesday night. The Golden Eagles, boasting an 18-5 overall record and a 9-3 standing in the Big East, emerged victorious in their recent outing against St. John's with an 86-75 scoreline. They also covered the spread as home favorites with a line of -7.5. On the other hand, the Bulldogs, standing at 16-8 overall and 7-6 in the Big East, narrowly defeated Providence 75-72 as -6 favorites in their last game at home. This upcoming game marks the second encounter between these two teams in the current season, with Butler claiming victory in the initial meeting with a 69-62 scoreline. Despite being plus 11.5 underdogs on the road in early January, the Golden Eagles hold a 13-9-1 record against the spread, while the Bulldogs are 12-11 against the spread for the season. Notably, the previous loss against Butler was Marquette's last defeat, and since then, they have embarked on an impressive 7-game winning streak with an average margin of victory at 13 points per game. Despite shooting poorly at 32.9% in the previous encounter, the Golden Eagles are now armed with momentum, aiming to secure a high seed in the conference and the upcoming Big Dance. With a revenge narrative in play, Marquette appears poised for success, especially considering Butler's 5-7 against the spread record at home this season. Marquette, in turn, boasts a 7-3 against the spread record in their last 10 games against the Bulldogs. While Butler has demonstrated resilience in the challenging Big East season, the upcoming game seems favorable for Marquette as road favorites. With a 7-game winning streak and the memory of their prior loss to Butler, the Golden Eagles are likely motivated for redemption. Despite Butler's recent improvements deserving acknowledgement, the momentum favoring Marquette makes them a solid pick for this Big East battle. Consequently, the Marquette Golden Eagles to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Marquette's playing style involves a fast pace and consistent offensive output, scoring at least 80 points in 4 of their last 5 games, averaging an impressive 84 points during that span. This includes noteworthy performances of 85 and 91 points in their recent 2 road games. In parallel, Butler has found an offensive rhythm, surpassing the 75-point mark in 4 of their last 5 games, including a standout 99-point performance against Creighton. Marquette, however, has shown vulnerability on the defensive end, allowing at least 70 points in 4 of their last 5 road games. Notably, the over has hit in 4 out of the Bulldogs' last 5 games. In the initial matchup between these two teams, the combined score fell well below the total of 154.5, reaching only 131 points. This was influenced by Marquette's subpar shooting, resulting in their lowest point output of the season at 62. Since that game, Marquette has consistently scored 86 points or more in 5 of 7 games. Butler, although not shooting as poorly as their opponent in the first meeting, still remain below their season average. Over their last 8 games, they have managed to score at least 71 points, reaching 88 or more in 3 instances. Analyzing the tempo, Ken Palm ranks Marquette 81st and Butler 121st in the nation, indicating two teams from the top third looking to elevate the pace. Anticipating an offensive showdown, I foresee ample scoring opportunities in this matchup. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Iowa State versus Cincinnati. Big 12 basketball action unfolds on Tuesday night, featuring a clash between the number 14 Iowa State Cyclones and the Cincinnati Bearcats. The Cyclones are riding high after a convincing 71-59 home victory over TCU, where they covered the spread as 8.5-point favorites. On the other side, Cincinnati put up a strong fight against number 5 Houston, narrowly losing 67-62 at home but managing to cover the 5.5-point underdog spread. This matchup marks the sole meeting between these teams in the current season, with no encounter last year due to Cincinnati's absence from the Big 12. Iowa State has steadily climbed the national rankings, currently occupying a spot in the top 10 while sharing the top spot in the Big 12 standings. The Bearcats, in their inaugural Big 12 season, have proven to be formidable opponents each night and are in need of significant victories to strengthen their case for a tournament berth. The key question in this game revolves around the impact of the home court advantage in a major conference. Cincinnati has demonstrated strength at home, notably battling Houston intensely, but they are not invincible in their own arena. The Bearcats heavily rely on solid defense due to their struggles on the offensive end during conference play. Lacking a consistent go-to player, they adopt a deliberate playing style centered around their defensive capabilities. Contrarily, Iowa State, known for their defensive prowess, has surprised with a dependable offense. The emergence of the Cyclones offensively, combined with their staunch defense, provides a compelling reason to overlook the home court advantage. In conference play this season, Iowa State has outperformed Cincinnati, securing the second position compared to Cincinnati's 11th rank. Iowa State's success on the road is evident, having already notched victories against higher-ranked Big 12 opponents like Texas and TCU. Concerns are arising for Cincinnati as their star player, Victor Lakin, has seen reduced playing time and struggled to score in recent games. The lack of a go-to player for crucial moments is evident for Cincinnati, while Iowa State boasts a positive trend with 5 wins in their last 6 games, covering the spread in 5 of those. These teams haven't faced off since 2016, resulting in a Cincinnati overtime victory in Ames. Currently, Iowa State holds an impressive 16-7 against the spread record, the best in the Big 12 according to TeamRankings.com, while Cincinnati stands at 12-11 against the spread. Iowa State's remarkable defense, allowing just 66 points per game in conference play, positions them as a formidable force. Considering Cincinnati's offensive struggles and Iowa State's defensive prowess, the expectation is for the Cyclones to secure a victory in Cincinnati. The Bearcats' challenges against ranked Big 12 opponents and a mediocre home favorite against the spread record further support Iowa State in this one, so the Iowa State Cyclones to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both Iowa State and Cincinnati exhibit a deliberate playing style, ranking outside the top 150 in tempo nationally, with a stronger emphasis on defense than offense. Iowa State's 165th tempo ranking is overshadowed by their exceptional third position in defensive efficiency nationally. The Cyclones, led by standout player Lipsey, who is second in the nation in steals, create defensive problems for opposing guards. Iowa State has recently leaned towards the under, going below the total in their last 3 games. Cincinnati, with a 199th tempo ranking, relies on a solid defense ranked 20th nationally, lacking high-scoring players to dominate games. Cincinnati has also trended towards the under, going below the total in 5 of their last 6 games. In terms of the over-under, this season has seen mixed results, with the over hitting 13 times in Iowa State games and 11 times in Cincinnati games. Despite these numbers, the defensive strength of both teams, combined with the overall defensive trend in the conference, suggests a potential overinflation in early season totals. Conference play has witnessed a significant drop in scores, with Iowa State scoring over 73 points only twice in their last 10 games and Cincinnati being held under 70 points in 5 of their last 6. With both teams ranking in the bottom half in tempo, coupled with recent trends favoring the under, the projection is for a low-scoring affair. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Ohio State versus Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Badgers, ranked number 11 with a season record of 16-8 and 10-12-2 against the spread, are poised to bounce back on their home court after a disheartening loss to Rutgers on the road. The defeat was particularly notable as Wisconsin was favored to win by a couple of possessions. Their upcoming opponent on Super Tuesday is the Ohio State Buckeyes, who recently snapped a 5-game losing streak, including a victory over the Maryland Terrapins in overtime. In their initial encounter, Wisconsin secured a win as short underdogs on the road in Columbus and now aims to sweep the rivalry in this crucial matchup. The first meeting in Columbus showcased an exceptionally efficient game, with both teams demonstrating success in shooting against the opposing defense. Wisconsin achieved a 47% shooting accuracy, while Ohio State recorded 45%. The Badgers' ability to capitalize on free throws, dominate the rebounding battle, and exhibit careful ball handling enabled them to pull away late and secure a 71-60 victory, covering as 2.5-point road underdogs. Despite both teams struggling to defend the perimeter, only 3 of 4 0-3-point attempts were successful. The rematch's outcome may hinge on which team excels in deep shooting, with Wisconsin losing ground in bracketology forecasts and Ohio State not in contention for the field of 68. Wisconsin is anticipated to have the edge at home. Ohio State's road struggles are evident, holding a 0-6 record this year and failing to secure a road win since January 1, 2023. Their defense, ranked number 108 nationally in opposing points per game, faces a challenge against the Badgers' offense, ranked number 15 in adjusted efficiency. Wisconsin, despite recent offensive struggles, is expected to rebound against Ohio State, leading to a predicted victory and covering the 9.5-point spread. Ohio State's road woes, coupled with Wisconsin's offensive capabilities, reinforce the expectation of the Badgers prevailing in this matchup. Ohio State's need for a significant win extends beyond the desire to overcome the Badgers. Despite a double overtime victory against Maryland, their shooting percentages on the road are subpar, standing at 41.4% from the field and 29.7% from beyond the arc. With a limited coverage record in their last 10 games and an overall 0-6 road performance, Ohio State faces an uphill battle. In contrast, Wisconsin's prior success on the road against Ohio State in the first meeting strengthens the prediction in favor of the Badgers. So the Wisconsin Badgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both Wisconsin and Ohio State exhibit a slow-paced playing style, emphasizing control of the tempo in the half-court. According to KenPom, Wisconsin ranks 307th in adjusted tempo, while Ohio State is positioned at 300th. The previous 3 games involving these teams have all gone under the projected total. Wisconsin's home defense allows an average of 67.5 points per game, while Ohio State scores an average of 69 points per game on the road. The team's low rankings and KenPom's tempo ratings indicate a likelihood of a slow-paced game, similar to their first encounter, which played to 59 possessions, the third slowest for the Badgers this season. Despite Ohio State's recent faster pace, Wisconsin's defense is expected to limit their offensive output, with Wisconsin's strong defensive rebounding likely containing Ohio State's offensive rebounding. Scoring opportunities for the visitors will be limited. The team's history of low-scoring games, averaging 130 points in their last 5 meetings, further supports the prediction of a low-scoring affair. Therefore, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.